Nigeria, Africa, United States, and around the world. My name is Smart Mado Ajaja. I am the convener of Open Nigeria and Africa Unite, and the anchor of Nigeria Now at ONN and the Nightingale Radio International. It's a beautiful morning here in Houston, Texas. I don't know what it is, where you are. And our love to those in Florida that were affected by the raging hurricane. Well, we pray that things get better for them. Yes, the reason I am making this short broadcast is to highlight what is taking place, what the Nigerian army or the Nigerian military has been turned into globally and constitutionally. The duty of every nation's military is to defend its territorial integrity. But in Nigeria, the opposite is the case. The Nigerian military is positioned to repress the people. It's used as a weapon of harassing, repressing, and oppressing the people. Yes, at variance with the constitutional provision as it relates to the function of the Nigerian Armed Forces. I've had the opportunity of traveling around the world, and I have the opportunity of living for 28 years in a country that has about the most powerful military on the surface of this earth. It is so hard to see American soldiers on the streets, yes, in the United States, when they have no business being on the streets. They are ever practicing new war techniques. They are training. A lot of them are in colleges, going to school, studying military science, and advancing their careers. Yes, but in Nigeria, no. Nigerian military is for the politicians to manipulate, to destroy the people. And it has gotten so bad now that the Nigerian army will be engaging civilians. Yes, will be engaging civilians in public debate. Yes, will be inviting ordinary civilians to the battlefield so they can test their power. Nigerian army is used to raise villages down. When their members go on illegal missions, when they go to steal oil and mine Niger Delta, yes, and the people challenge them, they will come. Yes, with the approval of their chief of army staff, the approval of their chief of defense staff, they will come and level the villages, kill innocent and defenseless women and children. And Boko Haram is raging. The ragtag Fulani bandits are all over the space of Nigeria, killing and maiming people. We don't see reactions from the Nigerian Armed Forces. The Armed Forces of Nigeria, its leadership as constituted, is a nuisance. It's an embarrassment, yes, to militaries around the world, with especially Africa. They are not the army of the Nigerian people. They are a tool of oppression. That is what they have become. The recent developments about what is taking place, you see military men, chief of army staff, chief of defense staff, going to make political statements. They are not supposed to have anything to do with politics. They are not supposed to be defending government. But what do they do? They defend corrupt drivers of governments. They have destroyed the country's other institutions in Nigeria. Yes, the army will go on a shooting spree of innocent and defenseless Nigerian citizens. They are used to organize and rig elections. Yes, the immediate past election that just took place in Edo State, thousands of soldiers were deployed to do what? To work for a predetermined outcome. Yes, They were seen all over the place. Yeah, thousands of soldiers. In all, I think they said it was about 35,000 security operatives that were deployed to one little state to organize an election. It means that something is wrong with us. I've seen so many elections in the United States. I've never seen soldiers deployed. And wherever there were police, you will see them. They are from a distance. They don't bother anybody. You go and vote. But in Nigeria, the police will be the ones doing the thumbprint. They'll be the ones protecting vote riggers. They'll be the ones shielding those who should be prosecuted from being prosecuted. The same thing the court system is doing. The whole country is messed up. Nigeria is messed up. Round and round, round and square. The world needs to hear this. Nigeria is a pariah. Nothing is working. The worst that can happen to a nation is the destruction of its armed forces. The Nigerian armed forces has been destroyed. Terrorists are in it. Bandits are in it. Religious extremists are in it. Nigerian army cannot coordinate any successful thing. The only thing they are able to successfully coordinate is killing innocent and defenseless citizens. Hey, Maya, how are you? How are you doing? Thank you, thank you. Yes. So that is how sad it is. So it is important for their own army. That is how sad the situation in Nigeria is. Nothing. We have lost everything. Nothing. And armed forces that will be trading wars with common criminals. Yes. Yeah. Why are they fighting with Asari Dokubo? Yeah, like the defense headquarters has all the time to come and respond to statements credited to Asari Dokubo, a thief, an oil thief, yes, with whom their commanders have been stealing oil. Now he started speaking a lot, and they said they want to kill. I know they will kill him, yeah, because he knows a lot about what they are doing. Yeah, this is how sad the state of Nigeria is. Nigeria has no army. Nigeria has no police. Maybe whatever is left of the Air Force, maybe the Air Force exists, maybe perhaps their operational aircraft are not even working. Yes, the Navy is nothing. Everything has fallen apart. The DSS is good at harassing innocent people. Any person who is opposed to the illegal government, the fake government, the rogue government, yes, they will come after them. So they work for politicians. They don't work for the people. They don't work for the country. They are anti-Nigeria. And these are supposed to be citizens of Nigeria, who are supposed to love Nigeria, and who are supposed to be defending the interest, the strategic interest of Nigeria. But they choose to defend the politicians who have given them so much money, to repress any iota of opposition that comes out from any quarter in Nigeria. So that is why the docility of Nigerians has become so exceptionally pathological. That is why you see Nigerians are not able to come out to protest and have an effect, an outcome that they deserve. Once there is any protest, they deploy them. And they deploy them with live ammunitions to come and be killing the people. Look at the last immediate part protest that I know was sponsored by the rogue government. They killed a lot of people. How can we have an army, a military that kills its citizens, a military that cannot fight terrorism, a military that is not killing Boko Haram, a military that is not killing the Fulani bandits, that have taken positions across forests, farmlands, and alleys in Nigeria? Nigeria is effectively occupied, but we don't see our military reacting. It is only against innocent and defenseless citizens of Nigeria. that they are able to come and start shooting like they shoot birds. The same thing they are doing so too in Igbo land, where everybody is thought to be a Biafran. That is when you see them. The military of Nigeria is not the military of the Nigerian people. That military is remotely controlled not to do the work of Nigeria, but to emasculate and repress the people of Nigeria, so they cannot rise up against the evil that is bedeviling them. We can't afford that type of military. They don't represent our interests. People are afraid of speaking up. But some of us will never be afraid. Nobody can shut us down. This message is out there in the public domain. The Nigerian military is a disgrace. The Nigerian military is a scandalous embarrassment. Their training manual is like the training manual that was used in the 17th century, when the imperialists started coming to Africa. Yes, the type of army that was used to overrun the old Benin Empire. That's what we have. They have no respect for human rights. They have no respect for human dignity. And the majority of their men are illiterates who can neither read nor write. So what do you think? The only thing that they have is the AK-47 that they deploy and then that they use to beat down the people. We have no army. The army has been a problem of Nigeria since after the first military coup. The army we had before that coup was a professional army, moving on the professional trajectory that could have made them one of the best in Africa. But after that coup, they changed the command and control infrastructure. They put people who cannot read and write are commanders of Nigerian army. Their ability to read and write rests in where they come from. And that has been the bane of our army, the army of the Nigerian army. Their army, not our army. Things got to change here. I have seen the army here in the United States. It's not anything. What they are practicing in Nigeria is not anything near it. Here in the United States, let me tell you how people are recruited. You walk into the ROTC if you're in a university for you to seek recruitment. They will never recruit you on the basis of your skin color or any other, or your religion. You come as a patriot who loves your country. Yes, you come as a patriot who loves his or her country, to want to sacrifice for that country. But what do we do in Nigeria? 10 from Edo, 5 from Delta, 20 from Kano, 50 from Sokoto, 70 from Kaduna, 80 from Zamfara. That is why the Nigerian army, just like Nigeria, is not progressing. They are sitting down on the progress of the army. They don't put people with intelligence in command and control structures of the army. They put donkeys. They put zombies as the command. Look at your chief of army staff. Do you hear him when he speaks? He's not articulate. He's not an intelligent man. I am not, I'm just saying it because this is my observation. Look at their chief of defense staff. It's like a thug. Yes, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have what it takes to be a leader. A leader in the military is supposed to be a very, very articulate person. Well, what do you do? What do you see them do? They're the ones making political statements. More political than the actual politicians. Don't you see? Black Badger is a product of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Like he's Kayode Gbetokun, the man that he put as his Inspector General, who is supposed to have retired, and he brought him and he extended his tenure. Yes, against the rules of civil service, to keep him there because he is there with to act out a script. Yes, that one came out in the public domain of Nigeria to say that Bola Ahmed Tinubu was the one who made him what he was or what he is as a police officer. So what do you expect? You are talking about professionalism. I was hearing one Edward Buba talking about the Nigerian military as a professional military. Give me a break, man. What is professional about the Nigerian military? The Nigerian military that will be killing innocent people at Okwama. The Nigerian military that went to OD and wiped out people, defenseless people, where Boko Haram is walloping the place. Boko Haram is occupying a whole geopolitical region in Nigeria. They have not been able to rout them. Yes, bandits have taken over. Mercenaries brought from other parts of North Africa are operating in Nigerian territories. We are not seeing the Nigerian army. It is only when Igbo people are involved, they will deploy with speed to go and continue their genocide that they started in 1966. Shame, shame, shame. We have no military. We have no military. Everything in Nigeria has crashed. No educational system, no healthcare delivery system, no infrastructure, no communication, no energy. The country has been in darkness. When I mean total darkness, since over 56 years. Out of the country's 64 years, the population is increasing, but infrastructures are shrinking. Nothing to support life in Nigeria. Thousands of our youths are running away from the country. Yes, running away from the country on daily basis. A lot of them get drowned in the Mediterranean. Yes, a lot of them get killed on their way through the Sahara. Yes. Is that not a shameful thing for a country? And you are telling me that your army is a professional army. You don't want to do anything that is undemocratic, something that you do every damn day? Yes. What about the shooting of a police DPO the other day in Lagos? Are you supposed to? Is the army supposed to be on the street with rifles and live ammunitions? Are the streets of Lagos battlefront? Why are they not in Sambisa? Why are they not deploying enough soldiers? Yes, surge. Like when America invaded Iraq, they started talking about surge. Yes, they sent so many troops into that country. So why are we not doing a surge in Sambisa to smoke out the whole of Boko Haram? If we are serious, if Boko Haram and the terrorism in Nigeria and the counter-insurgency in Nigeria is not a business that will never go away. Yes, people are involved in armed deals. That is what they are doing. That is why Boko Haram cannot be defeated. Keep on playing. And the certain Nigerians have become so weak. It's unfortunate. But like I told you yesterday, Nigerians, Nigeria will purge itself. And it's going to be a natural thing. Yes, sometimes you eat overdose. Your stomach will purge on its own. That is what it's going to be. But that purge, sadly, is going to be very dangerous. Yes, because it's going to take a lot of things down with it. If you could not stand up and do what you are supposed to do in a manner that is organized, the purge that will take place in Nigeria is going to be a self-auto purge by the Nigerian stomach. The woman is tired. Nigerian children have abandoned their mother, because of whatever. It's so sad that what it is what it is. But it's going to happen. There's no doubt about that. Nothing. And Asari Dokubo, like I told you, they have already, your death warrant has been signed. So if you know how, assuming you know how, but I want you to be punished because you're a wicked person. You benefited off of the blood of children, the blood of mothers, the blood of the elderly. Yes, you have been eating with the Satans, holding Nigeria down. So you deserve to be punished. They will come after you like they did to Ken Saro-Wiwa. There is always a price for betrayal. There's a huge cost for betrayal. Betrayal is not good. So that is where we are. So the world, Nigerians, Africans, know this. The Nigerian military It's not a military for the Nigerian people. It's the most unprofessional military that I know now on earth. They are not out there to work for Nigeria. They are sabotaging Nigeria. All their commanders, up to their chief of defense staff, are all in it. They are corrupt people. So when they come and make all those noise, they are not making it on your behalf. They work for those who want to destabilize our country. And that's how bad things can get for a country. I thought I shared this with you. Please make sure you share it until it gets to Lagbaja, it gets to Christopher Musa, and all those unto the fool holding Nigeria hostage that calls himself president of Nigeria. He did not win an election. And Nigerians, stop wasting your time preparing for 2027 because nothing different is going to happen. The best thing that Nigerians will do, and what I know certainly, hopefully, is going to happen when Nigeria purges itself, is to clean totally the country's political class. Yes, and the country's traditional institution, and the country's corrupt and morally bankrupt religious institutions, where the people there are doing everything but the work of God. Yes, the malams, the olamas, the pastors, the GOs, they are all mostly fake. Yes, I hear they establish an airstrip for Yedepo. Yes, that is how bad. It's not. They are not doing the work of God. So the revolution that will take place in Nigeria, we purge the church, we purge the mosque. And when it is over, whoever is left in Nigeria will be the ones that will drive Nigeria to the destination it ought to go. Now, as it stands right now, Nigeria has derailed. Nigeria has derailed so badly. Your economy has crashed. Your currency has crashed. Look at the cost of buying petroleum right now. They say they are deregulating, but they don't understand the meaning of deregulation. If you are deregulating, it is not your business to fix price. Market forces adjust the price. And then the people will go to where the prices are lower. But in Nigeria, it's not so. You are still telling me about fixing a price. I live in the United States. The price for buying petrol is never the same between two petrol stations. Never. Because they are constantly in competition with themselves. So when you lower your price, more customers will come and buy petrol from you. When the one that has its own price so high, nobody is going to go there. Unless they have a special reason for wanting to buy from you. Yeah, that is what is supposed to be happening. Not when you say you are deregulating and you are still fixing price. That's bullshit. You know, they don't know the meaning of deregulation. Everything in Nigeria works in opposite direction, works in reverse gear. That is why that country is stuck where it is right now, with criminals leading it at all levels. That woman they call Nigeria is dying, is struggling, is bleeding from all of her orifices. Time to stop it is now. And it's going to do it. And she is going to do it by herself. She's about to press that reset button. Nigeria will press its own reset button because she's tired of bad children. And the children who are involved with the conspiracy of silence and of standing up for her. Goodbye for now.